Guys, I'm up in Oneonta, New York right now. I had a big mass collection of books, so I'll show you. Here's one wall. Now, this used to be called Carney Books. It was an Irish bookstore, and there's more than just Irish material here. And there's an upstairs I'll show you, and the barn's out back. But this is what I'm picking today. I can only take so many for my shop, and they're gonna, as I said, run an estate sale here August 1st and 2nd. So, and you know what's pretty cool is I did a book review on My Kingdom of Books, Richard Booth, and Booth was here actually buying years ago. So pretty awesome. And I'll put a link up, a card up, if you'd like to check out my book review on that. Really enjoyable book. But I'm going to get cooking, I'm going to get working, and we'll show you the finds. All right, here's the upstairs portion. A lot of books. Now I'll take you out, I'll show you the barn. Okay, so here's the books from the Irish bookstore that I picked. All in these boxes. I'm going to go through them, show you what I got, guys. And here's something neat. Found a Hey on Why, kind of, I think it's like a, well, it says informational guide. So I told you Richard Booth was there buying books. I did the book review on him. And actually the daughter who, here's a map, who sold me these, she remembers when she was a little girl handing up books to Booth. So, or Booth or one of the workers or something like that when they had come to make a big buy. So, pretty cool. And I found a book written by him, another one, Book Collecting, edited by Richard Booth. So I'm going to keep that and look through it. Now, what's kind of neat, just to let you guys know, is there was tremendous volume there, as you could see. And a couple years before, I believe it may have been an Irish bookstore as well from Massachusetts came in to buy. And, you know, so even if a collection's picked over by another guy who's selling books, it doesn't necessarily mean that everything's in their wheelhouse, or they find, you know, what you find interesting that they're going to have interest in. And when I did the look through first and got eyes on stuff first, I said, okay, there's enough here where I could make this work if I can cherry pick. So, you know, I don't get overly deterred. Of course, I always want to be first in. But as you'll see, this collection here, stuff that they passed up, you know, I think is great stuff. So I'm going to take you to the Irish material first and then the antiquarian second. So, and the owner of this, I believe he taught at SUNY Oneonta. I don't think he taught at Hartwick. But he would set up at Will Money's book show in Cooperstown, New York, that Mr. Money does annually. So if you guys are not familiar with that, and if you're in the area sometime, you have to check that out. Number of dealers, a lot of fun. So anyhow, I'm going to get through it. I'm going to start pulling out the Irish material, putting it on camera, and you'll see what I'm working with. Look at all these gorgeous shades of green here. So I'll just show you some of these titles. Irish wit and humor. This history. A literary history of Ireland, Moore's poetical works, anything on Irish authors was in here. Let's show you this one. Nice binding here. Irish melodies. Show you the title page here. 1855, I believe. George Eliot. Let's look in books. Here's a nice 5-volume set, History of Ireland by Lecky. These in the 18th century. These were strewn all about the bookstore. But as I kept walking about, I kept finding them. So 1902, new edition. Plate, these are ex-library. Here's a Story of Ireland. Young and Old. Have a couple copies. All right, so we're going to do a little competition here. Best Irish joke. Put it in the comment section. Don't hold back. I'll kick it off. We're going to do the best Irish joke. You guys vote on it. Thumbs up. And whoever has the most thumbs up on their joke before the next YouTube video comes out, I'll send you a 20% off coupon for anything listed in the eBay store, $100 and down. So we'll have a little fun. And next time I get in like black memorabilia, we'll do a black joke. I had Jewish material last time. We'll do a Jewish joke. So no safe spaces at the Book Peddler YouTube channel. We playing with fire here. So let's have some fun. Put your best joke up, and we'll see who gets the most votes. All right, back to the books. Before I turn into an absolute sweaty mess, I figure I'd take you out to show you the barn. This is day 2, actually. I came back. I didn't have enough time to get through everything, but let me show you the barn. So boxes and boxes of books. It's a big barn. Take you around here. So there you go. And then one more side. Some of them obviously very damaged, others preserved fine. So it's day 2 at the old Irish bookstore and Carney Books, and it's been a lot of fun. So I'll show you all the finds when we get back to my spot. Here's a pretty beat up set, but these are Life and Times of Wellington blue cloth boards. And then let me see what else I got here. Here's a 2-volume set, The Life of Cellini. The Dutch Republic 3-volume set. There you go, by Motley, 1856. Now, if you follow my Whatnot page, again, in the larger description, you can find the link. I will run an auction, and I will put up some of this material in that auction. Here's Opium Eater. Hold on. Confessions of an Opium Eater. That's a Heritage Press. Not a lot of value, but, you know, popular title. 2-volume Sketches of Brazil by Kidder. I also got this one. And I'll take you back to the boxes. This is on Benjamin Franklin. Look at this gorgeous pictorial page here. Look at that. Pretty awesome. 1848, I think. 1858. Very nice. Now check out these here. These are Thomas More. Okay, London. They're really beat to heck. But I'll show you something interesting. So it says selection of popular national airs, symphonies accompanying. All right. Sir John Stevenson, words by Thomas More. And so I got to look into these. And it says to the, I can't read through the camera, but this volume is inscribed by her ladyship, obliged and faithful servant Thomas More. So that's kind of neat in their music throughout. So check that out. This book here is pretty roach, but the New York Mirror and Ladies Literary Gazette, 1831. Pretty cool. All sorts of stuff in here. I'll give that a look through. Engravings. Pretty neat. I just listed this one. I don't know how to say that word, but I'm familiar with the way it looks anyhow, like Persian mysticism, 1950. And check this out. There you go, inscribed Shane Leslie. Pretty cool. And then this book here, which I think is gorgeous, is the same thing. And I'll show you. And most of these books have their issues, but still I thought that they're good enough to preserve. Just the frontis. Let me get you to the title here. There you go. Rubaiyat. I don't know how to say it. But very cool cut pages. Very neat. Great boards on this one. This is an ex-library, but still has some nice value to it. All right, now check out this. The boards are detached. Remember the Mound Builder book I got in last year? This is cool. The Mounds of the Mississippi Valley, historically considered by Lucian Carr, curator of the Peabody Museum of American Archaeology and Ethnology, Cambridge, Mass. If there was one book that I could get back to look through a bit longer and have, it was that Mound Builders book. And this is pretty cool. This is pretty cool. I've never seen this title before, and I might look through it a little bit. Even though it's got the detached boards, still very, very cool content. Didn't deter me from taking it. I'm going to flash some titles here. Meditations and Contemplations. Reverend James Harvey. Here you go. The Travels of Ali Bey. 1816. I have both volumes. This is the first American edition. Here's the pullout. I love expedition books. Here's volume number 2 with another pullout. I'm not familiar with this title at all, to be quite honest with you, but Morocco, Tripoli, Cyprus, Egypt, Arabia, Syria, and Turkey. 9 engravings. So cool. Here's a book, Glimpses of Life in Africa by Scott, American Track Society. A lot of American Track Society publications. Very cool little book. There you go. Recipe book, Encyclopedia Practical Recipes, 1865. The Tropical World, Aspects of Man and Nature by Dr. Hartwig, 1873. Life and Times of Lord Byron, 3-volume set. This is volume 1. I've had this one in mint condition. This is a bit rough, but Stories of the Wild West, Campfire Chats, Buffalo Bill. Pages are heavily toned. Let's see what this one is here. This is about a church. Let's open it up quick. Okay, just on a Congregational church in Connecticut anniversary book. Check out this box. Let's get into it. I have a 6-volume set of Gibbons on the rise and fall of the Roman Empire. These ones I think were French publications, if I'm not mistaken. Yep. Let's see what this one is here. History of Tom Jones, Volume 3. Washington and His Generals by Headley, Volume 1. Not sure if Volume 2 is there. I've sold this book many a times at this point. Check this out. System of Geography by Brunn. Engravings. Great engravings. I mean, the way I see it is, some of the big books that I got that have these gorgeous engravings in it and maps, if they're beat up or whatnot, I can salvage the engravings. Look at that map. Map of Switzerland right there. You can frame them. It's all about content. The right content, you can move it. Right, here you go. And I have 2 of the 3 volumes. I'll try to see if I can actually piece this set together. I thought it was worth taking. Let me find you an engraving. Here's a map, Turkey into Asia, Black Sea, Mediterranean Sea. Okay, continuing on. This is like a week after. Sketches of the Life and Character of Patrick Henry, 1841. Love Americana. Cool stuff. This book is Messages of the Presidents. Let's see the title page here. Somewhere in here. The United States from Washington to Harrison, 1841. I put these in the case. Hans Andersen's Fairy Tales, illustrated, cloth boards. This one here is a beautiful one. It's on Japanese art. Check out that cover. Beautiful stamping. Take you inside. Cut pages. I think this is 1905 or 1902. I can't remember now. Here you go. There's one of the illustrations. Check out this. Uncle Tom's Cabin as it is. Pretty rough shape. But wait till you see what I have in a couple videos from now. Life at the South Uncle Tom's Cabin as is, 1852. I got something real special coming in related to old Uncle Tom's Cabin. Love this. Headwaters of the Mississippi. Check out the gilt. Here's a cool title. The Pioneers of the West or Life in the Woods by Strickland. Very cool. I think there's 6 engravings in here. Cuts 1856 it says. That page is... Hold up. Like a preacher man. Very cool. Love stuff like this. This is a cool title. The Recollections of a Policeman by Thomas Waters. 1856. I know, like, early law enforcement stuff is really popular. This is a roached out book too, but you know, the romantic in me had to take it. So this will probably be the last box I show you because I just am flooded with material. I've way too much stuff to go through. This was a lot of travel guides. Guide to Gibraltar. Nice early one. These are Baedekers. Italy from the Alps to Naples. Some of these can go for really good. I've done fine with some of them. Some of them are less impressive, but really cool. Well, I try to look for the real kind of, you know, unique ones, ideally, if I have a selection to pick. But this, I decide I'll take them all. That's of the Soviet Union, so it's a little different. Early one. Switzerland. Great Britain. Even stuff like this, like holiday, vacation, travel guide stuff. I've done well with it. I have never had anything super sensational, but I know, like, at least in my area, early Adirondack guide stuff is wicked hot. Let's see what else. Okay, and this looks like some foreign stuff. Amazon, the Andes. Like, check out this one, White Mountains of New Hampshire. This is 1910. Another, like, travel type of guide. Awesome photos of the state and things to do. I'm actually going to, I think I might have just said it, give it to a friend, but very, very cool. Just some more quick titles I found interesting. Making a President, H.L. Mencken, first edition, with some newspaper clippings. I actually might give this to a buddy of mine who likes him. First edition, 32. Let's check out what this is. This is an oldie. Oh, here we go. Volume 1, 1813. Speeches. The Honorable Henry Grattan. Political events, history of Ireland. Cool early cut pages. Dr. Cartwright portrayed. Thought this was interesting. This was his visit to Brooklyn with observations, speeches and anecdotes, and correspondence with the devil. 1861. And there's the good doctor. Recollections of Mirabeau and the 2 first legislative assemblies of France. Etienne Dumont, 1833. Again, cut pages, Jacobins in here, all sorts of stuff. Very cool. And guys, I think that's going to be it for me because I'm worn out. This is like a week later now, and I've been just having tons of picks, tons of fun. It never ends. So I have another couple boxes of Irish material, but you know, great day, long days, but very cool stuff. So you can check out my whatnot in the larger channel description, because I'm going to try to run a show at the end of August, and some of this material will be in there. If you saw something of interest, you might want to check it out. So anyhow, but let me tell you a quick story, actually. I had this, since it's Irish material and we're going to put our jokes in the comment sections, I had an Irish kid come in the shop last year. It was his first time in the States. Bought a bunch of books, really good guy, but of course I had to mess with him. It's standard procedure here. So he had that thick accent. So have you ever seen Dumb and Dumber? The opening scene where I think is Lloyd's driving a limo and he shifts to the back. There's this gorgeous girl there and he rolls down the window. So he asks for directions and she gives them to him. He goes, "That's a lovely accent you have there. New Jersey?" So I did that with the Irish kid. He was laughing. But the girl in the movie goes, "No, Austria." He goes, "Oh, good day, mate. Put another shrimp on the barbie." So I got a kick out of it. All right, enough of the stupidity. Put your joke in the comment section. The one who gets voted up the most will get 20% off. I'll send you a coupon for anything $100 and down in the shop, in the eBay store. So guys, have a great weekend. Thanks for spending your time with me, and we'll keep the videos flowing out. So till next time, see you later.